Hi guys, today I want to tell you why I live off campus, what are the advantages and disadvantages of living outside the campus, and maybe what are the advantages of disadvantages if you live on campus. So let's begin. So the first of all, I need to tell you about the cost. So if you want to live in the on campus, it may be really expensive, but if you're undergrad and this is your first semester, most probably you have to stay in on campus for the safety issues and all. They always recommend you to stay for the first semester in on campus, but you're a grad student, that's mean there's no problem, you can live off campus or on campus. So if it's in my university, if you want to live in on campus, it's like $4,000 per semester, and for the undergrad it's more than that. So but if I live off campus for 3 months, I just have to pay like $1,800 maybe, because it's around, for 1 month it's around $600 per rent for apartment. But I you can see how effective it is to live off campus compared to the on campus. But on the other hand, if you are living the on campus, the good thing is the safety. So they have 24 hours police protection and all, and the security is really tight. You cannot uh, invite all your friends or your parents or anyone for all the time. So there's a like procedure that you need to invite friends to live with you, and how many days that you can live with you, and like there's a whole procedure for that. So the protection is really good, it's really safe, and that's why I always recommend for the undergrads to live in the on campus for the first year. But it's the grad student, like they are kind of mature and they can kind of understand the society, and I guess they can live in off campus. But on the other hand, if your city or your place is not safe enough, you feel like that, it's better living on campus. And other thing is I want to tell you is the meal plan. So usually if you are in the on campus, they are giving you a meal plan, so you are not allowed to cook or keep anything in your refrigerator or anything like that. Sometimes you will get a mini refrigerator, sometimes you will not. So that's mean you have to eat those stuffs. Like for example, in my university, for the undergrads who are living in the on campus, like they have to have that meal plan, like they have to pay for the whole semester, and they just have to eat from wherever the restaurant or the places that in the on campus. So there's no much choices, and sometimes it's not healthier. But if you're living off campus, you have options, so you can cook or you can eat from outside. You can select what you want to eat, like there's so much variation for that. And yeah, there's another reason. Another thing is the roommates or the partners. So if you are in the on campus, there's a limited option, you can find your partners for your room, because they may sometimes decide who's going to be in your rooms. Sometimes you have to actually share your room with four of you, four of others. So if you're really uh, rich, so you can get your own room, I guess, but you have to pay for each other three people. So on the off campus, you can select who's going to be your roommate, or if you want to live by yourself, you can do that too. And the bad thing is, it doesn't necessarily mean that your partners is that people you know. Sometimes there may be thieves, and there may be people that have really bad behaviors, and there's so many other problems. For example, where I live first, there was a gun shooting next door. So I even didn't know that there's a people like that, and I didn't even expect that. So there's kind of a safety problem, because we don't know who's going to be in your next door, because it's not your choice. And you know, they are not students all the time, but you're living off on campus, usually they all are students, so you just don't need to worry much about that. And you know, the security is really tight and all, it's much better. uh, but it's really expensive. So if you can figure out a way to save and take care of your own safe, it's better to live in off campus. And other thing is, if you're living in off campus, you should have your own vehicle, because you have to go to supermarket, you have to go to restaurant, you have to go all the other places by yourself. And if you are living on campus, on the other hand, you don't actually need a vehicle. And if you need any help, so you can ask from your dorm office or somewhere, whoever responsible for that, and they can actually help with you. And that's a good thing. And I want to tell you, if you are living off campus, and also you have to, sometimes you have to buy your own stuff, like you have to buy your own furnitures, like example, your bed, your table, everything that you need for a room. But if you are living in the on campus, they actually going to provide them, and they will add additional cost for that. Actually, even in the off campus, you can buy furnished room, but it's a little bit expensive. But actually, you can buy a furnished room too. So it's not much a difference on that too. Okay, I hope this may helpful for you if you are looking for a apartment, or if you want to stay in on campus. Think about this before you are deciding where you're going to stay.